Oh, we have a problem. It's a nice problem, but really isn't. I mean, it's a problem really for our members that aren't picking up their grant money. I mean, we give out over $75,000 a month, and there's members that, we announce the winners, and they're all public information. Well, to members, it's public to members, and they're not being notified. We try to email them, do all that kind of stuff, and I guess people get so much information, and maybe they just forgot that they applied. But we just putting up the members. You could see our members for the last 3 to 6 months, because after 60 days, I think we put the money back into the pot, to give to other people. So we're looking for people to make sure they pick up their grant money, and that can be $1,000 or $500. And there's really dozens and dozens of members that have not picked up their money. Please do that. I mean, it really helps us because we we don't have to spend the money, but it's here to spend. This is what we do with our profit. And we're making profit. We want to give it back to members. But if they don't pick up the profit, then we have to put it into the next month and keep going. Well, actually, 90 days later, then we put it into that pot. So please pick up your money. It's on the easiest way is on Let's Go Help 2. So every time you join Let's Go Help, you really get 2 websites. One on Facebook, and the other one is Let's Go Help 2. But we're slowly migrating to having more things on Let's Go Help 2. It's a little more secure. Where do I look to claim it? Okay, on Let's Go Help 2, we have all the listing of all our grants and also the names of all the winners for the last few months. So you could go to that website and look there and see if your name is there. So it's a couple hundred every month. No, actually more than that. Yeah, that we give money to. So I want to make sure that if you won, that you pick up your money. Do you have a link that takes us to that information? Yes, the link is on Let's Go Help 2, but you have to be a member to get into Let's Go Help 2. So if you're a member, then you have the link to get into Let's Go Help 2. If you don't have the link, then email Magic Mary. Now her email address is findhelp@gmail.com, and that's for Magic Mary. And she'll tell you and give you the links if you don't have them, because when you join, we give you the links to all that stuff and all the information and everything that's available. Do you have a link that takes us to that for you? Yes. But it's a member link. These are private, and it's $20 a month to be a member. And you can come and go as much as you want. And it's at letsgohelp.com. So if you're interested in membership, it's letsgohelp.com. And that's really where we give unlimited personal help to apply to every grant that's out there. And we also help from our staff, which are grant experts, and then we have members. We are like maybe close to a half a dozen to a dozen members now. And they help you live. They're live videos like I'm doing now, that you could ask questions and they answer you that way. And they're there for hours and hours every day. And so that's, I think, you'll never find something like that for $20 anywhere in the world, I think. But I'm biased, so don't trust me. Black is Biology, I Buy Lab, sponsored by Lamb Inc. Don't know what that is. Do you have a link that takes us to that? I'm trying to move out of the state and need help. Is there a grant for that? Yes, there's moving expenses. We have a report that shows you that. But if you're not a member, you could go to findhelp.org and put moving, and they would help with that. Also, what you want to do is go to your Career One-Stop Center, because if you have a better job in another country, state or somewhere, some of them have grant money to help you get to that better job. So that's another investigation. And that's careeronestop.org, careeronestop.org. And you make an appointment. See, to get help and information, you have to talk to people. You can't just go online and fill out a form, because you have no idea what is right for you. And talking to people will show you programs that are right for you. And don't waste your time on programs that are not right for you. And the only way to get that intelligence is by talking to people. And that's why it's so important to talk to people if you have a financial problem. Now, if you have a financial problem in anything, you want to go to HUD.gov and then /counseling, HUD.gov/counseling. And you want to talk to an expert there that are financial counselors that help you get out of debt, take care of all that problem. And actually, we have a member on Sunday nights, she helps you do that too. So if you're a member of Let's Go Help, look at our workshops, and we have one every Sunday night that helps you step by step on getting out of debt. And she's an expert at this. She's been trained by the government, actually, because you could be trained by the government too, to have this skill on learning the system of getting out of debt. I'm trying to move out of state and need help. Is there a grant for that? I just mentioned all that. Are you the same person? I try to do. What I would also do, if you're moving somewhere, you have a link that takes us to that. What you want to do is go to the Career One Stop in the state you're moving to. So look for the zip code that you're moving to. Put that zip code in careeronestop.org, careeronestop.org, okay? And call up and speak to a counselor there. Say you're moving to town and we need some help, moving to town or whatever, and they'll know how to do that. Where do I pick up this $1,000 grant information? Kind of useless without that. No, it's for members. So Stephen, the information is, we have so many people, we give out $75,000 of grants every month to members. So you have to be a member of letsgohelp.com. And when you're a member, you could apply to all 4 of our grants and you could win all 4 of our grants. And then the deadline is 4 different times a month, because there's 4 every month, and the same 4 every month. And then when the deadline is up, like our next deadline is the 30th of the month. So on the 30th of the month is the deadline to apply for 30 laptop computers that we're giving out on the 30th of every month. So if you want one of those, you apply, and then usually about 2 weeks after the deadline, we announce the names. And we have a place on the website where you could see all the names of everybody who won. GDSOO alum saying, hey, I always love what you do. Thank you, Jay. What is a GDS? Always a pleasure seeing you. Well, thank you, Frederick. Yeah, I'm just trying to help somebody, or as many people as I can before I die. I got about 10, 15 years, and this seems to be the best thing I've ever done. I've sold millions of copies of books, but nobody did anything. They'd get the book and they wouldn't do anything. And so I made money, but they didn't apply. So now with hand-holding help, we help you apply. And we could do that for $20 because of the internet. So this kind of technology was not available in the past as it is now. So please, please, whether you use me or not, remember there's a lot of help out there. It's an average of $20,000 per family every month. I mean, every year they give that out. And people need it nowadays. With inflation and half the country, I feel, is in financial trouble. And because they're living paycheck by paycheck, they get one bill and they're dead. And they don't know about the things. Like if you get a health care bill, well, there's so many programs that pay that health care bill. You probably don't have to pay it if you know about the programs. And a way to start, if you're not a member, we got a list and description of how to all do this. But if you're not a member, I mean, we don't have magic. This is public information. And you could start learning how to do that yourself. Grants for housing in Iowa. Yes, okay, but like for medical bills, you go to findhelp.org and put in healthcare. And you find the organizations there that help you with healthcare expenses. If you're looking for housing in Iowa, okay, there's a couple places. Actually, I got a list of about 20 places, or no, about 7 or 8 places that you should check. And they're all nonprofit organizations that help people buy homes. You don't want to go to Google because Google will just take money from you. That's what they're there for. People have to pay Google to find you. When they find you, then they have to pay Google. So they got to get money from you. The organizations I tell you about just give you money. So as a result, they don't have money to spend on Google. So that's why you never find them in Google. you'll find a million websites, and everyone will want you to give them money. Oh, Georgetown Day School. Oh, okay. Know it well. Okay. Actually, I'm in Georgetown right now. I'm down in on M Street. So Wisconsin Ave and M Street. I'm right there. There's a little strip of little mall behind them, some other malls, and I'm sitting here doing. Maybe I show you. Can I do this around? Oh, maybe I'll try it. I also dropped my paper. Whoa, it's blowing away. No, I'm in Georgetown now, so that you know it well, I guess. But all the programs that are out there, like here to buy a home. I mean, they're now giving deposits, down payment money up to $100,000 to buy a home. It depends on where you live. It's all different in every place. That's why you have to do the work. You have to do the research. The place you want to start for home buying is HUD.gov/counseling. You make an appointment with a counselor. Now, they're not going to know everything, but that's a place to start, and that's free. Another place is neighborworks.org. See, HUD is HUD.gov. NeighborWorks is a .org. That's all you want to do is deal with .gov or .org. Don't deal with anybody else because they're going to get money from you, and you don't have money. Or another neat thing people don't realize, there's money now to start a cannabis business, and it's money set aside for people who don't have money to start a business because they want to sort of like make a more level playing field. All the rich kids usually get everything, but they're setting this aside because it's a new industry that's going to grow, and there's going to be a lot of money and help available for everybody to make money in this thing. So they're setting aside money, like Colorado is now giving $100,000 for people who want to get in the cannabis business, $100,000. And it's set aside for people who are disadvantaged. That's a term, I don't know how many people, but it's lower income, kind of thing. If you could get $100,000 from the bank, you could do that. But see, this is a $100,000 grant. They don't worry about you paying it back because it's a grant. You don't have to pay it back. Or if you're an investor in real estate, you want to be a real estate investor, well, you get $500,000 from your county because the county gets millions and millions of dollars from the federal government to build low-cost housing and create low-cost housing, fix up homes so they're now available for low-income people to live in. We have such a housing problem in our country, so that's why the government has so many problems. They're there to solve problems. That's what government programs are for. So the elected officials, okay, what do the voters need? Well, they need money to pay their rent, so they have a program for that. They need money to start a business, so they have a program for that. There's more business money I see now than ever before, and I've been studying this for 50 years. And grant money for business is off the charts, but it's different in every city, so there's no one place to go. You have to go in your area, your city, your county, your state, and start looking there. And you talk to people, you make appointments with people who are there. And the people you make appointments with are not consultants that are going to charge you money and stuff like that. No, they're people who already get paid to help you get money. They're already doing that. In other words, I charge you $20 for it. They do for free. Wait, are you the guy from the government commercial? Yes, I used to do that. Oil up old Nicka. Don't know what that is. Mr. Bean. I don't know. That's that British guy. You remind me of Mr. Garrison. Don't know him. I'm sorry, I'm an old fart. So if it's anything with current culture, it's probably going right through me. But grants have been here for the beginning of time, and it seems like only the rich people do it because they know about it. They know the value of this thing because they know that they could, if they're a millionaire, they could use the government to become a billionaire. So what I'm trying to do is have people realize that if they have financial trouble, they could use those grants to get out of that financial trouble they're in, or if they want to do something in life, they could use these government grants to do something they really want to do in life, whether it's getting an education or getting a house or starting a business or whatever, fixing up your neighborhood, and it's there for you. They don't advertise, so nobody knows, and people only hear bad news about the government, so you think it's all bad, and that's crazy. I mean, we all have bad parts in us, and if you don't like it, that's fine. If you have another place to get money to solve your problem, that's fine, that's great, you go to it. But if you don't have money to solve a problem, and you need money to solve a problem, or need money to do something, the government and nonprofit organizations, I think, are the only options. Otherwise, you're going to have to go and buy money, which you don't have money, so why would you go in debt to do something when you're already in debt or don't have any money? Or you don't do it. I want to show people you have an option. You have an option to do what you want to do in life. You have an option to solve your problems. You have an option to do almost anything, to live a better life than what's going on now, if you learn how to use the system. And that's the key, learning how to use the system. I'm fading, I don't see myself. I think the sun is so bright here, it can't show my little iPhone. But it's important. It's important for you. I mean, here, my son and his wife want to start a mushroom farm. Okay, here's an item. They're giving out $100,000 to start a mushroom farm, because this is in the state. The state wants you to grow products that nobody else has. So organic mushrooms, and so they're giving $100,000 for you to do that, because then you bring economic development to the area, to your state, to your city, to your whatever, and that's what it's there for. I mean, it's very selfish, because if you earn more money, you're going to pay more taxes, right? You're going to hire people, right? And they pay taxes, right? So they're all very selfish. We all are. So it's not really a gift and they're pissing it away. No, it's a way to start growth. It's a way for people to help the community. And that's right, helping yourself is helping the community. But you have to learn something new. And learning something new sometimes is a problem, because it's difficult. You're not used to it, like learning to ride a bicycle. But you learned and you did it. Learning to use the computer, it was a pain in the ass, but you learned and you did it. This is what's going on in the world. And if you don't grab onto the wave that's going, then you're left behind, and you can't take advantage of the growth that's happening. So we're humans, and we naturally want to keep growing until we die. I do. I'm 81, and I have to learn a whole bunch of new things to sort of put together a business that makes money. It took me almost 7 or 8 years. The first ones never take that long. The problem was I had a handicap of success. I was successful at something, and that wasn't working again. So it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, right? And that's what it is. Like if you're starting your first business, you have a jump start than I do starting my third or fourth business, because I found out what works, but it doesn't work anymore, and I tried to make it work again, and I had to get that beat out of me by failure. So you don't have that success in behind you, so you don't have a lot of stuff you have to unlearn. That gives you an edge, one up on the rest of us on doing something. And the help that is out there for anything, whether it's legal help is free, healthcare is free, education is free, training is free. You want to become an IT expert, you want to become a cybersecurity expert, you want to become a healthcare expert in some field of healthcare. All that training is for free right now. Why? Because Biden put so much money into those training programs. They train you for free because we need people with those skills. All the good jobs now require skills. They do not require a degree. They require skills that just usually takes a couple months or longer, and they pay for all of that. You don't have to pay for any of that to have a career for the rest of your life that will quickly pay $100,000 or more. See, that's what's available to everybody out there if they learn where to go. And I love I love telling people where to go. So if I could help you do that, if we could help join our community. It's everybody that tries to love each other as much as they can and help you whatever the question is. And you can ask us 100 questions a day. And we have people live every day for a few hours to take your questions live and give you the help you need to get on with your life and do something that you can really be proud of yourself. These are tools that everybody living in America can use, but very few people do because they don't know. So, and the government doesn't advertise. So that's the problem. So let me try to help you too. It's at letsgohelp.com. And if you think I'm a scam or whatever, I'm happy to give you money back. Don't worry. If it's not what you thought or you feel taken advantage of, I'll never let you leave like that. And if you think I'm a scam, look at letsgoscam.com. Letsgoscam.com. There's a lot of people think, because that's it. I sound like scammy. Hey, get money so easy and things like that. Well, it may or may not be easy. That's the key. But we're here to help you if it's not easy, and that's what's important. So let us help you. I have nothing better to do for the rest of my life than to help you have a better life. Man, because you know why? Because it feels so good. It grows my heart. It makes my heart feel wonderful. And that's the only thing I can grow now. I can't run faster. I can't lift more weights. I can't get smarter or whatever. No, but I could love harder. And that's what I want to do for the rest of my life.